Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another episode of 20 Crazy Questions. We are here with Miss Taylor Hughes. She came back.
You can't keep me away.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we'll start off with something easy.
All right, let's do it.
Something on your bucket list.
Something on my bucket list. Oh man. I don't know if this is really a bucket list. I guess it's a bucket list thing. I would love to go to Italy. I'd really like to just go take a vacation and just like eat my way through Italy.
That sounds good. Just because of all the great food there.
Yes, yeah.
We should make it a group thing. Just take a whole group of people.
Oh, absolutely. My husband and I have been talking about it, so maybe event for like a wedding anniversary or something. We'll do it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I expect lots of pictures, even if you don't post them online. Yeah. I think you still have my cell phone, so send them to me.
Just send them to you. I'm like, here's my pasta.
What's in the pasta? You're like, I can't text as much. Come on.
I love taking pictures on vacation, and my husband is not a picture taker, so he's like, no, and I'm like, fine, it'll look like I'm on vacation by myself. Whatever.
Oh, so tell us, what's the best excuse you've ever had or used for being late?
The best excuse. Probably something that had to do with one of my dogs, because typically when I'm late for something, it's because they've decided that, last second, we are just not going to listen to mom. I have a puppy who is just a little over 1 year old. So like it never fails. I'm like, I'm going to let you out. And then I got to leave. And then he's like, no, I'm going to run around in circles and not listen to you. Like you can't get him inside. So probably something that had to do with my dog.
No, we'll have to teach you to lasso the roping, like the cowboys do from the horse. Yeah. We'll have to do that.
That's what I'm gonna need to do. Having 3 dogs is kind of like trying to wrangle in cats. So
yep. So, do you have any pre-show rituals that you have to do every time before you sing and go on stage?
Ooh, nothing like real interesting, but I always do my vocal warm-ups. And they are quite the warm-ups. One of them sounds like a fire truck. So those are always fun to do. So I always do my warm-ups. I always sing 2 songs afterwards, and then I have a cough drop about 5 minutes before I step on stage, because it never fails. I don't know why. I guess I just have really bad allergies. I always just get like super congested, but I always have but it's got to be like 5 minutes on the dot, like before I step on stage. So nothing like crazy cool, but that's my little ritual before I get on stage.
Oh, I think everyone has something that they do. Obviously, I think everyone does their vocal warm-ups, but there's always that little something. So tell us, do you have any good guilty pleasure music on your playlist?
Ooh, guilty pleasure. Let's see. What would my guilty pleasure be? This is a hard one. I'm trying to think of what's on my playlist. My husband would say Morgan Wallen is my guilty pleasure, but I love Morgan Wallen. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Maybe like the occasional. I am a Bieber fan. I love me some Justin Bieber, so I do like some of his stuff. That might be off the top of my head, maybe a guilty pleasure that I have, but I can't really think of anything that's like too wild.
Yeah, that's probably something no one knew you listened to.
Yeah, right. Well, my music taste like is just from like one extreme to the next. Like I've got like Eminem to like, Morgan Wallen to Chris Stapleton and Miranda Lambert. Like it's all over the spectrum.
So tell us. Actually, I almost skipped a question. Let me come back and finish this line. Sorry. Today, my favorite song is.
Ooh, today my favorite song is Just in Case by Morgan Wallen. That just happens to be the one that's like on my mind right now, I think. But I have been listening to it a lot. I'm really excited for his new album. So,
That's awesome. So finish or not finish this line. Tell me if you had a lifetime supply of it. I'm bad today on my questions. I'm like, oops, over here. Just read them, right? Oh, if you had a lifetime supply of anything, what would you want to have a lifetime supply of?
ooh, money. Is that an option?
I think that's a good option.
I just I just feel like life is so expensive. So
Yeah.
like and like there's just so many people that like I would want to help too. Like I'd want to give
Mhm.
money to my parents to help them pay off stuff and help my brother out or like help me and my family because we got a baby on the way and everyone knows you need money for that. So probably money.
No, I think that's great. I saw, I believe it was Canada. There was a very wealthy billionaire who just did these little like tiny home villages for homeless,
Yeah.
and he even gives them job. I was like,
Oh
that's
wow.
awesome. I'm like, I'm in. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm not a billionaire. I can't help. Sorry, but
Yeah,
otherwise,
like
I'm in.
it's a
Yeah,
good idea though. I'm here to support from the sideline.
cheering you on. Oh, so if there's one artist or band you would love to hang out with, who would it be?
Um, Probably Miranda Lambert. Well, her, and then I actually have a few. Lainey Wilson and probably Ella Langley. I'm just really obsessed with like all of them right now. And I just love their music, and they just seem like really cool girls. So,
Absolutely, couldn't agree more there. If you could co-write with anyone, and maybe the same
ooh,
answer, who would it be?
I mean, I would absolutely love to write with any of those ladies. I think it'd be really cool to write with Cameron Marlowe. I'm a huge fan of his. I've been obsessed with his stuff. I mean, I've been a fan of his for a little while, but just recently I've been really diving into his Sad Songs for the Soul album that he put out. So I'd love to collaborate with him. And let's see, I love me some Chris Stapleton. So that would be really cool to work with another Kentucky artist.
If you could write a book, what genre would you write?
If I could write a book, oh wow. Um, that's a good question. I'm gonna be weird. I I went through that phase where I read all the vampire books and stuff like that. What was it, Twilight or something like that?
Yeah,
So
there's
I'd
Twilight.
probably,
Yeah.
yeah, I might write like a Twilight kind of book. I don't know. I've never really thought about that.
Okay, yours is good, by the way. So, should toilet paper hang over or under?
Over.
Hmm.
I'm a big over
We,
person.
this is
I'm
this is why we
I'm
can
the
be friends.
weird
No?
I'm the weird person. Like if I go to someone's house or like I go to like a business and like you're able to change, like it's not in
Yes.
like that big thing, it's just like a single thing, and I see that it's under, I might like just change it. That's bad. I probably shouldn't do that. But it just drives me crazy. I'm like, who is the savage that put this toilet paper on this? I
And
guess
you
it's a
help the
big
rest of us with
controversy.
OCD.
Exactly. I'm like, this is wrong. Let me fix this. Sorry if I've done that at your house or your place of business. I just couldn't help it.
Oh, do you have a game plan for zombie apocalypse?
Um, Whatever my husband says. So he's one of those people that would like plan for this kind of thing. So he's probably got like where we're gonna hunker down, all the food we need, all the tools and weapons we might need. I just, I'm passenger princess at all times. So I just listen to him and he tells me where to go.
I love that. That's great. If you were arrested, what would it be for?
Ooh, um, that's a good one. Probably, this is bad. Uh, I'm a little feisty when I drink. I'm super friendly, but like I'm also one of those people who's like, if you mess with my friend or you mess with my man and I have a little liquid courage in me, like I'm not shy. Like I'll get up in your face. So maybe an altercation. Well, that's so bad. Because like I'm pretty chill person, but like the amount of times that my husband's like, "Hey, you're at a 10 and you need to bring it down to like a 5." And I'm like, "Whatever." I'm super nice. I promise. I'm just like I'm loyal to a T. So like don't mess with people that I care about,
Oh, that's
especially
so
if I've been
funny.
drinking.
Like,
So,
yeah. I think there's a few of us that do that.
Mhm.
Hmm. Just remember, let them swing first, and then self-defense from there out. Just saying.
Exactly. Yeah. See, don't start it. Just finish it. Right.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Y'all are hearing all my dirty laundry or like my dirty little secrets. Think I'm crazy.
that's why you're here. A crazy women country.
Oh,
See?
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We
I
bring
fit
out the
in
crazy in
perfectly.
people.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's fine.
Yeah. So hypothetically, I called you up and said, Taylor, I have a dead body I need to hide. Do you know a good hiding spot?
Um, I don't know of a good hiding spot. I guess we could try to find a sinkhole. That's probably a good place to go.
That's a great one. I didn't even think of that one. That's a new one for this
Not that
5
I
years. That is a
know.
new one.
Not that I would know anything about that. Just pregnancy brain, you think of a lot of weird things. So like maybe a sinkhole. I've also been watching, I don't know if you all know are familiar with the show, The Last of Us. It's kind of like a zombie apocalypse kind of show. It's based on a video game. But like these zombies seem to just come out of like these sinkholes and stuff all the time. So maybe that's why it was on my mind. I don't know. It's a good show.
Could
Check it
be.
out.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, because I saw it the other day and I'm like, wait, there are zombies in snow. Didn't we just agree last year or the year before, whatever it was, on the zombie apocalypse question that zombies are not where there's snow? So now that just blew that whole
Yeah,
theory out
right.
of the room. I'm like, now I can't
Hmm.
go to the snowing. Yeah.
Right. You're like, nowhere is safe.
Nowhere is safe now. So, being pregnant, this might be a very cool question right now. Tell us,
Okay.
what's the strangest thing in your fridge?
You know what? I'm gonna be that boring person. Like, I haven't really been eating anything weird. Um, uh, Gosh, what is the strangest thing? My husband says everything I eat is weird, but um, maybe the most interesting thing is I have a Biscoff cake in my fridge that we had for a baby shower. I had a baby shower a few days ago, and I had them make it into like a big Highland cow head. So
That's true.
we have leftovers, but it's really good. It's like that Biscoff cookie.
Yeah.
So that's really good. But yeah, I don't really have anything weird. I don't know. I guess I'm a boring pregnant person. I don't know. I haven't had any like weird cravings or anything. Just like when I first got pregnant, I was craving like really like unhealthy like fried food, which is really out of character for me. So I was eating a lot of like fried chicken and like Arby's. Uh, but now I'm kind of back to normal and just eating, pretty healthy for the most part. Plus my cake.
Oh. So, if we hired someone to make a movie about your life tomorrow, what actress would you want to play you?
Ooh, um, hmm, let's see. I'm a big fan of Rachel McAdams. So maybe her. Or I'm trying to think. I can't think of what her name is, but she played Daenerys in Game of Thrones. Um,
Yeah.
can't think of what her name is. So maybe one of them. I don't know.
Those are both
Those
great
are
choices.
just two people. Yeah, just two actresses I've always really liked.
If we made a reality show out of your life, what would you call
Oh gosh. Um, Shit's about to hit the fan. I don't know.
it?
I feel like if something, this is gonna sound so bad, but I feel like if something is going to go wrong, like
That's good.
something is going to go wrong, or maybe like just roll with the punches kind of thing. Because like I feel like that's what I do a lot in life, and like I feel like as an artist, you kind of have to do that too. Like
Yeah.
you never know what's going to happen, like on stage or like when you're getting ready to go to a show or whatever. So like maybe roll with the punches,
Yeah,
something like that.
that's good. Oh. Can you tell us something that you would never do?
Never do. Um, huh. How extreme are we thinking? Um, I would
Oh,
never
it
jump out
depends.
of an airplane. I would never do that. Like, why jump out of a perfectly good plane? I ain't about that.
That's kind of how I feel, but I still want to do it, I think. I don't know. I'm on that
Oh
fence yet.
gosh.
Like I want to, but
Well,
I don't. I want to, but I don't.
that's that's what's funny is that like I love roller coasters. Like I like doing I'm not afraid of heights. I like to do what is it? The zip line stuff. I love
Oh,
doing
love
that, but like
those.
I don't want to jump out of a plane. I don't want to go splat on the ground.
Oh,
So,
zip lines are
something
great.
like that. Oh, I love them. I try to make my husband go on them all the time when we go on vacation, and he's afraid of heights. So he's like, I hate you. I'm like, it's fun. And I'm over here like, woo! And he's like, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. And I'm like, don't be such a sissy. But like, he also like I don't know. I feel like he loves so like I'm not a strong swimmer, so like I don't like scuba diving or anything like that, and he loves it. So like we did that on our honeymoon, and I was like, we're all gonna die. I'm like because like I felt like I was just drowning, and so like I had him like drag me the whole time, and I just laid on my back, and he was like, you gotta see these fish, and I'm like, I'm sure they're great. I'm just so like I don't want to say I'm scared of the water. I just like I don't want to be like out in like the open water if I'm not on a boat kind of thing.
Yes, yes. I think that that's like a good fear though. Like, I mean, there's
Yeah.
sharks, there's a lot of big things, and lately
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Florida, the gators have been
absolutely.
coming to the ocean, so there could be a
Yeah.
shark even. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm a gator, sorry.
Yeah. So like I'm not about that life. Don't put me in the water if it's not safe. If I can't see the bottom, like I'm not going in. But
Stick to the pool scuba diving.
yeah, right.
Oh,
Ain't no
so
animals in there.
there could be. We just had iguana outside. I was waiting for it to try to run over. Thank God we have a cage up in Lanai, and so it can't get in.
Oh
But
gosh.
yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
great. Come out and find
At least
iguanas.
here we don't usually have them.
Bears, maybe Tennessee. I'm thinking bears. At least
Uh,
maybe a little east more, Smoky Mountain
Probably
area.
not. Yeah, yeah, probably not where we're at. There's
Yeah.
coyotes though. So you might want to watch out for a coyote. But I don't know if they're going to get in the pool.
No, probably not. They're probably yeah. All right. So if we gave you a bar on Broadway, what would you call it?
um, hmm, hmm. Never thought about that either. Either Taylor's like shenanigans, or maybe something that had to do with like I love dancing. So I don't know. That's a hard one. I guess it depends on what kind of theme we'd be going with. This is gonna be, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but like, I have a nickname. I have a nickname that is Taylo, kind of like J-Lo. because I just was gifted with a big butt. So maybe we'd call it Taylor's. Who knows? Like, come dance at Taylor's. Who knows? Telling you, it's the pregnancy brain. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
Oh, and that should be normal. No offense, but we should just be able to say whatever we want normally. That's all I think.
Exactly. No shame here. No shame.
Okay. So if we made you the ruler of the world, who would you want as your top advisor?
Ooh, That's an interesting one. Top advisor. I have no idea. Gosh, that's a hard one. I don't know. Top advisor. I feel like just someone, maybe not anyone specific, but like someone that's just like really good at business, but also really good with people. Someone that is very worldly. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. I have no idea.
I have to tell you, if it was someone musically that we had to like promote, I don't know if she'd take it, but I'd be like Dolly Parton, because I think she just has such a well-rounded. Yeah.
Everyone loves Dolly.
Exactly. If you don't love Dolly, then there's something wrong with you. I'm just saying, but
Right? Yeah, I love her. That's funny. Yeah, I guess, that'd be a good choice. Yeah.
Because she might be like, yeah, I'm not taking that, but here's who we should appoint to that, or here's who should, here's what we could do, or so I think she'd give good advice. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, last but not least, do you have any awesome words of wisdom that you'd like to share?
Ooh. Words of wisdom. Let's say, I've actually got like a few things that I would, consider words of wisdom, but maybe just, especially for like just the industry that I'm in, is just don't compare yourself to other people, and don't try to copy other people, like don't compare, don't try to, you can, I guess, emulate people that you like, but like always try to stay true to yourself, and remember that like everyone has their own story and their own journey, and social media typically only shows like the highlight reels of our lives. So like you never really know what people are going through. So yeah, don't compare your journey or where you are currently to somebody else, and also like be kind and don't be judgmental, because like I said, like you don't know what they might be dealing with. All you see is the highlight reels and stuff, and but they could be battling something really hard. So be nice, don't judge people, but believe in yourself, all that stuff.
No, that's beautiful words of wisdom for anyone in any journey.
Yeah,
no matter if it's music,
absolutely.
Songwriting, or if you're doing something else in business or entrepreneurship, whatever. I think it's so true.
Yeah, I think it can apply pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a pleasure having you on, Taylor. And as you know, you are welcome back anytime.
Well, thank you so much. I've had a great time talking to you.
It was great to catch up. And friends, thank you for joining us. And make sure you go check out, if you haven't already seen the interview, go check out the interview. Links are in the bottom for Taylor. Go follow her on the website, social, all the good stuff. And if you have a chance to catch her at one of her concerts, do it, because she is amazing in person. So we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone. If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.